And hello again, everyone. We welcome you to the Taj Mahal of basketball, Defiance High School, the site for tonight's WPL matchup as the Bulldogs welcome in the state-ranked Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf. With Miles Holliday, I'm Brady Roberts, partner. We got a big one for you tonight live here on WTLW. I want to thank everyone for joining us. And what a matchup we've got. A couple of schools know a little bit about each other in basketball, going back a few ways, and a lot riding on the line tonight for the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf.
Well, where else would you rather be than right here, right now, Randy? What a beautiful facility. Always great coming here to Defiance, and this place is going to be packed, and they should, because it's going to be a heck of a basketball game.
And we welcome you into our pregame show tonight, brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll show you what's at stake tonight as we take a look at the WBL standings. Ottawa-Glandorf with a win tonight sets themselves up pretty well. See, that is the current WBL standings. Titans come in at 7-0 in the league, 16-3 overall. So you see Defiance in the middle of the pack, and then the Titans will close in at least WBL play at home with Kenton next week. But a win tonight would assure themselves at least a piece of the WBL crown.
That's an OG program that has kind of dominated the WBL here in recent memory. And they had that big matchup against Shawnee last week, won that handedly. We were there when they had Salina. Salina, a really good basketball team, as you see, 5-2, 12-8, and they handled Salina really well. This shows you how powerful this Ottawa-Glandorf basketball team is, and got to give them tons of credit, Randy. They don't shy away from anybody, do they? They play absolutely anybody that wants to play them. Their schedule is a murderer's row. And in fact, tomorrow they take on Lexington, another one of the great teams in the state of Ohio.
It's going to be an absolute great game. So the Titans come in at 16-3, are coming off a loss. That was Saturday at the OG Winter Classic when they fell to another powerhouse in Troy Christian, 61-50. That snapped a 6-game winning streak. As we'll take a look at the starting lineup tonight for the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf. Under head coach Tyson McLaughlin, all he's done is win in his time at his alma mater, 278-59 in his time with the Titans.
Unbelievable career. He has over 300 wins in his career. And always good to come home, and it's always good to come home when you got great talent too, right? And you take a look at that lineup. Everybody has heard about Colin White and Caden Erford, and rightfully so. Those guys are just fantastic players. But the guy that is really playing well here of late is Grady Tumazos. Tumazos is doing a great job of elevating his offensive ability. He is a threat to be a double-point scorer every time, and Grant Schrader, a tremendous player as well. Ross Mag does a good job rebounding. That is a solid 5.
And it ends up being a very deep team. They got some guys off the bench that would start for a lot of other teams in the area.
Yeah, the one guy that I really like, Dave Westrick, Big Dave coming off the knee injury, 6'7", and you can't teach that. He's going to come off the bench. I think if they're going to make a deep run like they always do, they're going to need the inside presence of Dave Westrick.
We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll give you the starting lineup and talk a little bit about the Defiance Bulldogs when we return here at WOSN. All right, partner, let's talk a little bit about the Bulldogs of Defiance, led by head coach Bryn Lehman, now 57-34 in his time here at his alma mater. As you see the starting lineup for the Bulldogs, and we talked about some of the gaudy numbers that OG puts up on offense. Defiance does it a little bit differently. No one averaging double digits in points, but they've got some weapons still trying to put this team together. It's a team that's scuffling a little bit, have lost 3 in a row in 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, but look at that last loss against Toledo Whitmer. Had an opportunity to win that. That is a tremendous program. Almost won that basketball game. It is a defensive-first team, right? They try to keep the score down because they don't have a lot of offensive firepower, but they do have some guys that can fill it up. Khalil Lignon, big guy that we've seen here. He is a double-digit guy, about 10 points. Castile can get double digits, but most of his work's going to come inside. Antonio Lopez is always a guy that when he has a big offensive night, right around double digits at 10 points a game as well, when he has a big offensive night, they stay in most games. So can they keep up offensively, or is this going to be a slow down type of pace? That's what Bryn Lehman wants to have happen here tonight.
Hey, you talked about how Defiance has done it a different style this year. Numbers kind of show that 44.7 points per game they're scoring, only allowing just a shave over 48. So the numbers kind of tells you that they're in just about every game they play this year.
Yeah, there's Coach Lehman right there, and has to do it that way, right? Because they graduated so much last year, and he'll tell you, the guys that he has this year, not a lot of basketball knowledge. Good kids, they work hard, play great defense, but they don't have that experience that they had last year with the unbelievable lead dog playing the point guard and Zacharich inside. You know, the last 2 years when these two schools have matched up, they had some fantastic matchups. Remember a year ago, going to that fourth quarter, OG had that 10-point lead, and then all of a sudden, Braden Shaw got hot, and then before you knew it, it got close, and that Colin White had to make a big bucket in the last minute for OG to get the win.
Now, it's part of the 62 battles these two have had down through the years. We're going to take another timeout. When we come back, we'll give you our State Bank tips of the game when we return as our State Bank pregame show continues here on WOSN. Randy and Miles back with you here from Defiance High School as we are getting close to the start of our matchup tonight between Defiance and Ottawa-Glandorf. Time now to bring you Miles' tips of the game. Tips of the game brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Partner, let's start with some tips of the game tonight for the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf.
Yeah, 1 is okay, 2 is, mediocre, but 3 is good. They love the 3 ball at Ottawa-Glandorf. Randy, they hit about 8 a game. They have 5 players that hit it over 30%. They love to shoot the 3 ball, so the 3 is good. No bowling allowed. This is going to be important because Defiance has Castile, Rodenberger, and Lignon inside, all average around 4 to 5 rebounds. If this is a physical game inside, that's going to go well for Defiance, so no bowling. And then number 3, Colin White, prepare for a liftoff. 3, 2, 1. Watch him explode for a little Dunkalicious. And Colin White can jump out of the gym. Don't be surprised if he gets a couple dunks here tonight. 24 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Oh, by the way, he shoots pretty well too. 41 behind the arc, 79 at the line, and 52% from the field. He is quite the player.
And I think before we get our Defiance tips of the game, we're going to have a special presentation. I believe with the microphone set out on the court, we're going to have a very special version of our national anthem. And a nice job by the Ottawa and Defiance Rotary Clubs with the performance of our national anthem. So we'll get back in it now. Partner, about some tips of the game tonight for the homestanding Defiance Bulldogs.
Yeah, number 1, push them, be deliberate. I was talking to Bryn Lehman, head coach of the Bulldogs, and he said They thought that OG got a little bit tired against Troy Christian because they were pushing the tempo. So they think if they get an opportunity to get some fast break points, take it, maybe wear out that OG team. But if they don't, then they want to be very deliberate on offense. So push. If it's there, go ahead and take it. Not, we're going to play some offense, run the clock a little bit. Number 2, clog the lane. They're going to try and get all 5 defenders with a foot in the lane because they want to take dribble drive away from Colin White. And boy, I think that's a good plan, because how many times we've seen Colin White just attack the lane and score. Mm-hmm. And then number 3, feed the hot hand. This is really important because they have struggled to score points this year. You highlighted that, only about 45 points a game. If they have a guy that is red hot, go back to him right away, see who's going to be the guy that can carry the offense.
And again, our tips to the game and our pregame tonight have been brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. As they go through the introductions of our starting lineups tonight here, got off to a little bit of a late start. JV game ended up coming down to the wire. Defiance the winner there, 48-43. But someone on our broadcast team who is not currently talking said the O word at one point, and we all got nervous when it was 44-41.
Broadcasters universally, when they hear JV overtime, they're like, oh, no, we're going to have to wait a little bit longer. But those guys, that was a real competitive ball game.
It was. Yeah, OG led through the entire first half, and then Defiance able to battle back and claimed the 5-point win. So the Dogs already with 1 win today over the Titans. As they go alternating order with the starting lineups, and Defiance, their traditional home whites, the blue numerals. Ottawa-Glandorf, the road blues with the gold. With the gold shoulders as well. And we want to tell you that our game tonight brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home. And our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor, bringing resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. And we got to meet Mr. Pergola, leaving Ottawa-Glandorf a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was awesome, wasn't it? Came up to us and complimented you on the way you say pergola.
Yeah, we heard that it's a weird word spelled out, and even though the guy spent a lot of time working in newspapers, sometimes words are difficult for old Randy.
Now, man-to-man, employed by Defiance, a predominantly a man-to-man team. A great screen by White to get Tomazos free.
And Titans win the opening tip, and Grady Tomazos knocks down the first bucket of the night. It's a triple, and on that Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard, Ottawa-Glandorf with the early 3-0 lead.
Now, our colleague Darren Gilbert-Gilly said every time Tomazos hits it, you got to say GT3.
Dribble's going to go off the foot right into the hands of Tomazos, who's able to finish with a layup, and he's got the first 5 of the night.
Well, we highlighted him in the pregame about his ability to score in double digits here of late.
Nice job by Defiance getting it to the cutter as Antonio Lopez going inside. He's going to miss the bunny, and the Titans come away with the basketball. They bring it into the front court. Tomazos give it off to the wing. Schrader's going to come top of the key, spins it off left side. Now they'll reset with Tomazos. Now White with a kick out. Tomazos got his defender leaning, turned down the 3. It's in the baseline, kick out. Schrader's 3 up and good.
Another one of these sharp shooters for Ottawa-Glandorf. Schrader 35% on the year behind the arc, 100% that time. It is all OG early.
8-0 now with Steelers White. White leads the break 3-on-1, the lob, and he'll throw it home early.
Oh, 3-2-1, liftoff. Colin White, a little dunkalicious early.
And the great OG crowd that made the trip north already making some noise. The student section, that is the one at the top of your screen, clad in red. And we'll give you a reason for that in just a little bit. Trying to work inside. Baseline runner rolls off the rim. Zip full. Second attempt is going to be blocked by White and out of bounds.
Boy, talk about a streak to start the game. Nice little pass by Grant. Schrader said, big fella, go get it.
And our replays tonight are brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank, committed to you. Loose ball on the floor. That's going to lead to a foul as Colin White was trying to go through Garrett Rotenberger to come away with the pumpkin.
And finally, something goes right for Defiance, right? It's been a lid on. Oh, they're going to actually
call it on Rotenberger.
Things are staying.
So things are not getting better for Defiance.
No, down 10-0.
It's actually the opposite.
It feels like 20 already.
Yeah, we've only played a couple of minutes early on. Titans trying to make a statement. Here's Erford. He'll get the throw down to the low block. It's going to be no good. Rebound. Karam off the backboard. Now Erford straight on for three. That's going to be no good. Fighting inside for the rebound was, I believe, Ross Mag. Couldn't get that to go. Finally, Defiance is going to come away with it.
Oh, this is like a Rocky Balboa movie, isn't it? Come out, this guy's throwing haymakers.
Off the wing, layup's going to be no good as Brogan Castillo couldn't get it to go. So Defiance just not had anything go their way. No look pass nearly thrown away. Now Erford will spin it. Schrader tried to give it to Mag, no look. And that's going to go off his leg, and Titans are going to turn it over.
Yeah, Coach Lehman gets up and says, all right, let's get a good look here on the offensive end. It's either been a missed layup or a turnover so far on the offensive end for Defiance.
Ligon's got it right now on top of the key, looking for, I'm sorry, it's not Zipful, that is Jordan Wright. Right over to the wing for Castillo. Castillo leaves it for Wright. Wright will give it into the corner. Now Zipful with it.
A really good switch up top by OG leads to the turnover.
This lob is going to be thrown away. Nice lob in front. And it's going to lead to the easy basket by Tomazos. And Defiance has seen enough. And the Bulldogs want to take a timeout. So we'll take one as well. 4:24 to go, opening quarter, all OG early on here on WOSN. I don't know if you could ask for a much better start out of the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf. 12-0, they lead Defiance here. 4:24 left to go, opening quarter. Defiance nearly going to turn one over. We're going to have a held ball. Arrow does favor the Bulldogs.
Well, the pressure early in this basketball game employed by Ottawa-Glandorf is just suffocating Defiance right now. Have to figure out a way to attack it because they are just trying to get it across half court. Got to make Ottawa-Glandorf pay.
We'll have to mention this to Coach McLaughlin maybe after the game, but no tie for him tonight. Defiance is able to get onto the scoreboard.
Yeah, he told me a couple weeks ago it's always dress up on Friday for league matchups, and then on Saturday.
Got the dress shirt, just tieless. This one deflected out of bounds. This is going to stay with the Titans.
Now finally, Defiance gets off the snide. Nice little move by Khalil to get the easy finger roll. There's a good shot of Tyson McLaughlin. Life is good for him.
And life is good for the Titans off the inbound. Alex Wagner with the three-pointer.
Now, release, rotation, and splashdown for Wagner. 38% on the year. It's amazing how many of these OG shooters are proficient from behind the arc.
It's the third different player to come up with a three-pointer. Defiance trying to answer corner three. No good out of Ligon. That Defiance is one and done as Titans come away with it. White is going to run into traffic. Rotenberger will take it away. Defiance trying to hang tough. They're down, however, double digits here with 3.5 minutes to go, opening quarter.
Yeah, Randy, the real impressive thing about Ottawa-Glandorf's 15 points, though, it hasn't been carried by White and Erford, right? It's been the other guys.
It's been a little bit of everyone. Wright being chased, pulls up from the free throw line. That one grazes off the side of the iron. Offensive rebound's going to be no good, but we're going to see Defiance go to the free throw line.
Good activity, digging it out, getting another possession. And here's what I love about post players, up fakes, right? Little baby up fake by Khalil, gets everybody in the air. Going to celebrate at the free throw line with two.
Colin White's going to pick up the foul, so here is Khalil Ligon at the free throw line. A free throw line tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken or home style happens here.
Khalil missed the first one. 52% from the line this year.
Get that one. Makes it 15-3. As I forgot to mark who had the basket for Defiance on my score sheet.
Logan Hutchison in the game. He is one of those guys that will just pester you as you dribble drive. Makes it difficult to bring the ball up.
A little hand fighting going on top of the key right now. Wagner with it. Wagner getting into the lane. Dumps it down inside. Using the window. Nice reverse basket there by Dave Westray.
Yeah, big Dave. 6'7", hanging out at the low block. Hey, find me. Great pass to get him involved.
Good entry pass. Can be a little too strong. As Lopez couldn't handle it, it's another turnover, and the Titans will bring it into the front court.
I don't know if we've ever said it this early in a game, but Defiance is definitely snacking on some danger big time, down by 14.
I think they went to the concession stand after the JV game and bought some. It came early. It's a baseline drive. Tried to feed it inside. Brady Fortman. No one there. I see a couple more reserves coming up off the bench for OG. They're going to go deep early. Trying to get some playing time. It's that time of year, tournament time coming, getting everyone in shape. Here's one dribbled off the foot or the leg. It's going to be an over and back as that was first touched by Fortman.
Now, we've all done it, right? You've played basketball long enough, even if it's a pickup game. We've all dribbled off the foot. You saw it in the movie Hoosiers. Unfortunately for Mag, dribbles off the foot. But I will say this, great effort, though, making sure it was going to be a fast break opportunity. Went back and touched it first.
So Defiance will have it here with 1:45 to go in our opening quarter. It's TJ Kellemeyer. He'll get the entry pass in. Rodenberger gets the kick out. That was knocked out of the hands of Khalil Ligon. Jab step there, Lopez. Lopez give it inside and able to finish with the defense coming is Garrett Rodenberger.
Yeah, Rodenberger is trying to say he was fouled on that attempt. Colin White got his hand, he said, but it was the quickness, the dribble drive of Defiance, able to break down that OG defense and got the offensive put in.
Here's White, free throw line extended, gives into the corner. Wagner trying to hit his second three. The game gets the roll, and it drops in.
Now Wagner having himself a night early.
Under a minute left here in our opening quarter. Been all OG. And then Colin White is going to affect the shot of Brogan Castillo.
I like the idea, though. Go back to Castillo. Had the bucket a moment ago. Go back to him, but Colin White, great principle of verticality. Just stayed between him and the basket.
Ball knocked out of bounds with exactly 40 seconds to go in our opening quarter. The Titans bring this one into the front court. Tomazos over to Schrader. We'll find Colin White. White pulls up, 15-footer, can't get it to go. Rebound is then knocked out of bounds. As Ligon could get one hand on it. Coach Lehman having a conversation with the official. You sure my guy wasn't grabbed inside?
Oh, boy. That's a way to work the officials, right? Sometimes just a look will say more than words.
That is, there's a lot of, for those that don't know, Bryn replaced his father here. And there's a lot of, you say elder Coach Lehman?
Oh, without a doubt.
You see a lot of, someone that's seen a lot of his father's games, both here and the old Defiance gym. Three ball off the wing is going to be up and good. Tomazos with his second of the quarter.
Now Tomazos dominated this first quarter. He is individually outscored Defiance, another GT3.
At 23-5, Titans after one. We'll take a break here on WOSN. Intergame tonight brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home. 23-5. Ottawa-Glandorf comfortably in front of Defiance after one.
Could you say that Tomazos has been smooth, like riding in a Cadillac to start this game?
And he's got 8, so like Miles said, he's outscoring the Bulldogs by himself. 3 to start the quarter, no good. But Tomazos one-handing the offensive rebound to White. White's going to go baseline. His pass is then knocked out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Titans.
Yeah, normally you talk all about Erford and White dominating games early. Not the case here today.
Erford, how about the 3 here? It's going to be no good. He's going to fall down. He's trying to sell getting some free throws, but it didn't go his way. The ball ends up out of bounds.
Ziffel let him know, though, right? You're going to shoot a 3. Once you land, I'm going to box you out. Brett Ziffel, impressive box out. No shooter likes to be touched after they land.
That's right. So 23-5 on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens. Defiance could use a kitchen to heat something up right about now. And now it's going to start with a turnaround jumper out of Brogan Castillo.
Shot that one right over top of Ross Mag. Castillo, usually a 5-foot-in guy, shows a little aptitude to stepping out, hit about a 10-footer.
Castillo's got 4. Dogs have a long way to go. They want to try to get back into this one. Schrader right to the basket. He could have that one taken away. Castillo makes the play defensively, gets it out to Jordan Wright. Right to Castillo. Castillo through the lane, can't get it to go. Rodenberger tries to follow, and it looks like he's going to draw the foul.
And nobody picks up Castillo when he receives the pass right here, and it is going to be an open lane. It comes over, contacted right there. Could have been a foul. The 1,000-yard rusher knows how to go through contact.
Exactly what it looked like right there. And again, our replays tonight brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank committed to you.
Garrett Rodenberger gets the rebound, puts the second one in. And if Defiance gets back in this basketball game down by 15 now, it's going to have to be a lot of work like that inside.
And Rodenberger able to split the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws, like Miles said. So OG now with the basketball.
That's Caden Williams on the ball against Schrader.
Tomazos with it now off a screen. Here's White. Colin White with that jab step into the lane. See what was kind of one thing we had talked about, what the coaching change at Ohio State might mean for him. White will take the 3. I don't think it changes going to Ohio State, but you never know with anyone.
I certainly hope it doesn't. I love Colin White's game. I love Ohio State. I think he loves Ohio State. I hope this stays true, that he goes there and helps get that program going in the right direction.
Well, we saw Bruiser had the jersey on. They might, Dogs might need him at some point tonight as well.
If Bruiser's got 10 points in him, they're going to check him into the game.
Trying to get the entry in. Here is Rodenberger again. Doesn't get the friendly bounce. Titans come up with a miss as Erford able to bring this into the front court. Erford, top of the key. It's the kick. Tomazos from deep. That one hits the iron. White just muscles away the rebound inside, and he's going to draw the foul.
Well, the Punisher, Brogan Castillo, he is going to make Colin White pay for this offensive rebound. Good up fake by White, and then, hello, I'm going to hit the ball, but I'm going to hit your upper half as well. And I'm going to do it very hard. If you're going to foul someone, might as well get your money's worth.
They're actually going to call that on the other side on Rodenberger.
Ooh. Well, then Castillo got a free one.
He did. As Colin White knocks down the first Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw. Free throws tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here.
Yeah, allows OG to get their 1-2-1-1 pressure up. Remember in that first quarter, it was a tough time for Defiance to take care of the basketball.
Lopez able to get this one ahead as we see TJ Kellermeyer back into the lineup. Lopez backs out, resets the offense here. 5:15 and counting left to go, opening half. Another Steelers. White to the rack, 2 hands it as he throws it down.
Oh, what's better than 1 Dunkalicious? 2 Dunkalicious. Colin White.
Runner on the other end is going to be good, so Defiance able to come back with a bucket. Still the Bulldogs down by 17. Coach McLaughlin telling everyone to spread out. Elbow jumper's no good. Nice job staying in bounds by Brett Zipfel to come away with a miss.
That shows a little bit of Zipfel's athletic ability, one of the best quarterbacks returning into WBL next year.
Got a little bit of traffic in front of him. I think he wanted to screen. Instead gets a handoff off for Ligon. Khalil comes around one side to the other now. Defiance with the offense stagnant, wants to take a timeout.
Well, Brent Lehman understands when you're down big, you cannot give away possessions. And here is the Colin White steal and the better. Ooh, Dunkalicious. And look at the little chin up he did.
And again, our instant replays tonight are brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank, committed to you.
Yeah, so the timeout saved the possession because they were really out of sorts. That Khalil Lignon at the top was about ready to get trapped. Going to lead to another turnover. And if you're Defiance, you don't want to see a third Colin White dunk early in the first half, do you?
Well, we would. You would.
It's shades of a young Randy Roberts with the elevation.
Unless there's a trampoline and or some sort of step ladder.
You didn't have that little Fisher-Price bucket that it would ring when the ball went through, the little bell went off.
I had it.
Yeah, everybody had that one. That thing was cool.
Also had the little, was it the 5-foot you brought in the garage when it was raining out?
Yep.
Elbow jumper no good out of Kellermeyer. Defiance comes up with it. Herford picks up his dribble. He's going to find White. Colin, little step, little elbow, pulls up from the wing, can't get it to go. Zipfel with the miss.
A nice little shimmy shake by Colin White. Couldn't get it to fall. Freed himself all by himself. It's usually a jumper that goes down.
Zipfel leaves it inside. Trying to go high off the glass. Was right to avoid the block. That one is no good. And here come the Titans.
Already about the 4th bunny opportunity for Defiance that they have missed in this basketball game. One that Jordan Wright will tell you, I should have made that.
Here's Erford straight on. His 3 hits the heel of the iron. Rebound was deflected, comes right back out to Erford. Erford with that left-hand dribble sends it over the top. Tomazos, who's got a couple triples. White calls for the basketball. He has Logan Hutchinson on him. Hutchinson at 5'8", doing everything he can. I think the officials realize that as well, and they're going to whistle him for the hook.
Oh, they're going to say a hook, but he's actually trying to bench press Colin White. Look at it. It's a 2-hand shove, doing everything he can to battle there. And OG and Colin was correctly saying, hey, look at, I got a matchup that was favorable for us. Get me to basketball.
Looked like your prom date, the first time you meet, and you got the arm around, but you're not sure how close you want to get. Hutchinson just kind of getting closer. First effort on the entry pass was knocked away. Second one's going to lead to a foul.
Well, Zipfel fouls him right there, poking the ball out. No call. Fouls him again. He says, I really want to foul in this possession, so I'm just going to hammer him as he goes to the lane.
And he eventually did. Zipfel guilty of the foul, his first.
The best thing, though, is Zipfel afterwards looked at the official like, no, I did not foul you. Official says, like, son, I could have gave you 3 on that one possession.
So Colin White back to shoot more. Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws where he knocks down the first. Just under 3 minutes left to go opening half, 28-10. OG led this one 23-5 after one as White gets both of the freebies.
A dangerous pass. Nice catch by Kellermeyer.
That floater is going to be no good. Castillo just has it rim out as Defiance kind of tell the size and length of OG getting in their heads a little bit on offense.
Give a lot of credit, though, to the hustle because Defiance got that ball up court in a hurry, but did you see how fast OG collected to get that defensive rebound?
Entry lob was thrown too far in front. Defiance able to come away with that one. So they've forced their fair share of turnovers. Hutchinson comes around the perimeter now to Kellermeyer. This one's going to be thrown away.
It's just one of those turnovers that all coaches just want to grab their hair and pull it out because it's such an unforced error. Just use two hands, catch it. We have possession, but another costly turnover for Defiance.
Allows the Titans to bring it back into the front court here to Mazos. Wanted to get it to Fortman, but Fortman fell down, so they got to find somewhere else. Speaking of falling down after contact, another body hitting the deck. Erford a little slow to get up, but with help with his teammates, looks like he's able to do so.
Defiance put their checking lineup in. Some physicality inside. You better bring your man card because they'll make sure it has to be stamped if you're going to enter the lane.
Titans set again here as we get under 2 to go. Opening half on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard. Now Westrink's going to be called for the offensive foul.
I think he's the one that initiates the contact. Watch him when he pivots. He's going to pivot, yeah, the elbow and the shoulder right into Khalil Lignon's chest. Easy call by the official.
So Defiance will have it, but OG showing the pressure. They're going to trap off the inbound. Jordan Wright with it now. His long pass, not going to get over the head of Erford. Comes away with it. His pass is going to be knocked away. So Wright gets it back right to the basket. Rolls it up, no good. We'll see what the foul is.
Yeah, watch how quick Jordan Wright is. Atones for the turnover a second ago, and then rightfully attacks the low block before the defender can get set. Boy, Randy, he's quicker than a hiccup on the perimeter.
So Fortman's going to pick up the foul. That is going to be his first, as a free throw from Jordan Wright is no good. And again, our free throws tonight are brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken. Visit them in Lima, Wapak, Delphos, and St. Mary's.
A good thing about Jordan Wright for Defiance, just a sophomore. So next 2 years should be bright for him. Still learning how to play the game.
Misses both free throws. Checkout ends up sending both White and Brogan Castillo out of bounds. And Castillo's going to be called for a foul.
When coach says, I want you to box out, and I want you to box him out all the way to the stands, Brogan Castillo takes that literally. he great box out, but he just kept going, took Colin White already into the first row. In fact, the usher came over and checked his ticket to make sure he was in here legally.
Unfortunately, that's also the fifth foul on Defiance, so White is going to end up getting a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws where he gets the first. So Colin White just 9 points. We'll get into double digits.
Just one of those guys that next thing you know, he's got 20, right? He just walks in the gym, he's going to have at least 20, 24 a game.
Castillo trying to find the open player. It's Brett Zipfel. Zipfel is going to draw the foul. It looks like he's going to shoot a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws. As Grady Tomazos is going to pick up his second foul.
All right, so it's a tough ask for Defiance, but that's a start in the right direction. If they could get somehow in the next 135, get it down to a 15-point margin, then at halftime you can start, saying we got some momentum. Here's what we build off of, but if this is still a big margin at 20 or more, it's going to be awfully tough in that second half.
Unfortunately, Defiance isn't going to get a second free throw as Castillo was trying to get in position. He stepped over the line into the paint. So only one attempt. Now the Titans with it with a minute and a half to go in the half. One into the corner, up top, Wagner. Wagner is going to be called for the travel.
That's a shame for Ottawa-Glandorf because that was going to be a tremendous possession. They moved the ball about as quick as anybody in Northwest Ohio and West Central Ohio.
Bulldogs able to get the inbound in. Now a little chase defense employed by OG. Ligon able to break that one, and he is going to draw the block as we take a look at the Union Bank replay.
Well, 2-on-1, Khalil looks at Brogan Castile, says, I'm going to take it all the way because Erford is not set, and he wasn't. So Khalil Lignon going to be at the line for 2.
He'll get a couple of Lee's famous roasted chicken free throws. He knocks the first one down.
Khalil, one of those guys that is a big-time offensive threat for Defiance. We were here when they played Lima Central Catholic, and he exploded early in that first half from behind the arc. So he can put a ball on the ground. He can play on the low block. A really versatile offensive player.
He gets both of the tosses now, 31-13. Just a shave over a minute left to go first half. Wagner top of the key. Erford's entry pass comes in. Schrader will have that one partially deflected. He's going to wait till everyone goes by before he gets up to avoid getting run over. So Defiance forces the turnover. Now can they cash in? Around the perimeter, Zipfel off the wing, try to bank it off the side, no good. Erford had it, looked for a moment like he was going to grab the knee or leg. It looks like he's all right.
This is something that Ottawa-Glandorf does extremely well. Might be the best in Northwest Ohio at situational basketball. How many times have we seen them this year at the end of a quarter or half wind up getting a tremendous shot? Now, a lot of it is because of the shooters they have, but they take care of the basketball, spread the floor so well, and execute these situations with the best.
Clock down to 10. Colin White with it. White, a little hand fighting going on with Zipfel. Tried to lob it underneath, had what they wanted in Grant Schrader, just couldn't hang on to the basketball.
Well played by Defiance, kept everything in front of them and forced a really tough pass over top of defender.
So now the Bulldogs will get 3.4 seconds.
A nice move bringing in Westrick to make it tough to pass over him.
Zipfel gets us into Lopez. Lopez from half court. That one is going to be left short. And that's how our first half will go. 31-13. Titans with the lead over Defiance. We'll take a break. He's watching high school basketball live on WOSN. Brady and Miles back with you here in Defiance. 31-13. Ottawa-Glandorf with the lead over the host Defiance Bulldogs. Time now to take a look at some halftime adjustments brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking and financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Well, as we typically do, partner, usually start with the visiting team. So what would be some halftime adjustments the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf want to make tonight?
Don't know how many mistakes they made in that first half, right? Maybe
turned the ball over a few too many times.
They did, but maybe step up to the physicality that Defiance brought in that second quarter. So know that if you're going to attack the lane, that they're going to make you pay with some physicality. So that'd be one adjustment to make, and keep doing a really good job of rebounding the basketball on the defensive end. So if you're Tyson McLaughlin, you got to be really happy with your first half.
There will be some halftime adjustments for the Defiance Bulldogs to find themselves down 18 here at the break.
If you have a can of instant points, open up that can, empty it out, because you're going to need some points in the second half. I really like their idea in that second quarter of attacking, getting the ball inside 8 feet and in. That's where they're going to have to score their baskets from here. And to just work on every single possession defensively, right? Don't play the scoreboard, play the possession. Work really hard. Let's see if you can inch your way back in this game.
Is it possible they have a can, they just don't have a can opener and everyone's just staring at it?
What do you add, right? Water, right? You got to mix it up.
And again, our halftime adjustments are brought to you by the State Bank. Contact the State Bank for all of your banking financial service needs. Visit yourstatebank.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. We'll take a timeout. We'll have more at halftime here from Defiance when we continue watching high school basketball live on WOSN. Well, halftime here from Defiance, again 31-13. Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf with a lead over Defiance as OG looking for at least a piece of the WBL crown. Again, like Miles mentioned, got a tough one yet tomorrow where they get Lexington, and then they'll wrap up the WBL next week at home with Kenton, looking for, right now it would be a perfect 9-0 slate in the Western Buckeye League.
You wonder, had the stew over top that Troy Christian loss last weekend, if that motivated these guys from Ottawa-Glandorf, because they came out absolutely on fire. How about that first quarter by Grady Tomazos? It just buried everything he put up.
And Tomazos and White each with 10, so that's 20 of the 31. And then we see that Alex Wagner's added a couple of three-pointers. Grant Schrader's got a three-pointer. Dave Westrick's got a bucket as well. So they're getting contributions from a few different players.
And that's what you're going to have moving forward, right? It is really tough to win in the tournament, deep in the tournament, with just two scorers, right? You got to have that third guy that defenses have to worry about. And if Tomazos or Schrader, any of those guys, it can step forward on a continuous basis, watch out.
So again, as you see, 31-13, OG in front. We're going to take one more time out. When we come back, we'll get you the second half here from Defiance. Well, just about ready to begin the second half. 31-13 again, our score with Ottawa-Glandorf in front of Defiance. And we want to tell you that our game tonight is brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home.
Yeah,
someone's
like
driving around a 100-year-old Chevrolet in the city of Lima.
No doubt, right? What about the starting group coming back on the floor for OG?
That's like 5 Cadillacs.
Sure is. And they were hitting on all cylinders, huh? How about that?
There might be a Camaro. There might be a Camaro in there as well. So it might be a Camaro and 4 Cadillacs.
Hey, did you have fun doing the car show last summer when we went down to Lima and did that?
Yeah.
That was a good time, wasn't it? Some classic basketball players on the floor for OG, and what a great tradition that they have there. And this Defiance team, it kind of blue bloods here in Northwest Ohio, both programs.
So 62nd meeting all-time between these two. Ottawa-Glandorf leads the all-time series 39-22 as Defiance will have the basketball as we begin the second half.
Tried a little high-low action, but played pretty well by Erford up top, made the passing lane tough for Castile.
Lopez trying to find someone. They're going to go inside. Here's Khalil Ligon. Ligon can't get the bounce. Rodenberger continues to fight hard, gets the kick out. Here's Castillo. Castillo trying to pivot, has nowhere to go with Erford, and able to turn the corners. Brez Zipfel, and he's going to draw the foul.
Oh, watch the screen by Brogan Castillo. Zipfel's going to roll around, and then Castillo is just going to stop you in your tracks. That is a Schroeder that ran into the Punisher. It was like a brick wall.
That is the second foul whistled on Erford. As the first free throw, no good for Brez Zipfel, and he is at the Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throw line. Visit him in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Second free throw left short. Castillo able to track down the miss in the corner.
Yeah, Castillo always giving great effort. Chase that one down. Allows Defiance to have another possession on this.
One of the seniors honored tonight here in senior night for the winter sports season.
Schroeder's just done a great job on Khalil Lignan, staying in front. Anytime he has pulled up to shoot, he has always been between him and the basket.
Tomazos' pass is going to be knocked away as Khalil Ligon thought he had his steal. He said, I'm going to bang his fist against the scorer's table. And nice piece of coaching there. Coach Lehman kind of console him, tell him that he did a good job to force the ball away. Titans get this one back. Ball fake out of Colin White.
Yeah, such a tough set. Two guys on one side, and they're Erford and White. They dribble drive. If they collapse, you kick it out to a really good three-point shooter. That one just rims out.
Lopez able to bring the ball off the miss into the front court. Rodenberger had it. Back to Lopez. Lopez straight on. He'll fire the three. That one is going to head out of bounds and unable to be saved near the Defiance student section.
Garrett Rodenberger tries to get that one out, and congrats to him. Signed to play some college football at Walsh. He's going to be a great addition to that program. Was there a safety in Northwest Ohio that hit harder than him?
I don't think so. So congratulations. It's everyone beginning to learn their future endeavors. Colin White gets the pull-up jumper.
Yeah, just too easy. Comes off a little bit of a screen. No one in front. Didn't have a great first half shooting the basketball, but picks up with a hot start, Colin White.
20-point lead for the Titans now, 33-13. Baseline jumper is going to be good out of Khalil Ligon.
Yeah, we highlighted his ability to score the rock in the first half. Picks up in the second half with a nice baseline jumper.
This makes it 33-15 here with 5:46 to go in the third quarter, as we're going to have a whistle. And do we have an injured player? Do we have some blood on a jersey? As the officials held up play. Well, we see Zipfel gingerly making his way back to his sideline.
Yeah, he's got a wheel that's not.
Yeah, the lug nuts aren't tight all the way.
You got to get over and get looked at.
So 5:46 left to go in the third quarter, and our scoreboard tonight brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens.
Zipfel's getting his left wheel looked at. They're going to put some tape on it, get him back in.
Might be the ankle. The shoe and sock both came off.
I hope that he shaved his ankle because there's no pre-wrap going on.
It's the two medical doctors calling this game, or clearly any idea what's going on down there. Ligon trying to pivot all the way around, muscled his way in, couldn't get it to go. He's going to inadvertently run into Ross Mag, and the officials let him play on.
Yeah, well played by Mag, just stayed straight on the ground.
Well played by him not have the ball get jarred loose of that contact. Defiance came in with a plan. You'd say it's not succeeding down 18, but they have hung tough tonight.
Was it the great philosopher Mike Tyson that said everybody has a plan until you get hit in the face? And that is true, and that's what happened. Ottawa-Glandorf just came out swinging early.
And then he met Buster Douglas.
A classic fight. My favorite moment of that fight is his trainers didn't even have any ice packs or anything, and they had the glove filled up like a water balloon, putting it on his face. He knew they were in trouble then.
Three ball from the corner is going to be no good. Offensive rebound. Colin White gets the kick out. Three from the opposite corner is good, as Tomazos has his third of the night.
Tommaso says, I am him. Someone call his mom because he's an awfully bad dude behind the arc.
Titans continue to add on to that lead now, 36-15, near the halfway part of our third quarter. So here's one thrown out of bounds. Rodenberger tried to get the outlet back up to the wing. Threw a fastball that was uncontrollable.
I tell you, Randy, these Ottawa-Glandorf shooters, they have to be excited when we show up because remember Erford had 10 threes last time we were with them. Yeah. And now Tomazos lighting it up. They see us, they're like, oh, we're going to have a good shooting night.
Disappointed come tournament time.
Well, maybe it's that shooting clinic you do with them during the JV game.
Clearly I help them out. Three ball from the right side is going to be no good. White second possession is an offensive rebound. Puts a little too much mustard on the one from close range. Jordan Wright now bringing this one into the front court. Wright being chased around, also the ball knocked away, finds Rodenberger. Rodenberger into the corner, over to Logan Hutchinson. Now Castillo pulls up, gets rid of it. Now right pull-up jumper from the elbow doesn't go, and Westrink comes up with a miss.
Boy, his jab step is so quick, allowed him to get that jumper off. Just couldn't get it to follow, but you see he is really scratching the surface of his athletic ability and offensive game.
Westrink with a bounce pass over to Mazos. Tomazos gets the kick out for White. OG being a lot more patient here. They can afford to be up 21 late in this third quarter.
Well, it's smart basketball, right? Using the clock to be your friend when you're up big, shorten the game. If this was football, they'd be running off tackle.
Right. White from the wing. Colin White packs up. Didn't like what he saw, so a reset. White with the jump stop. The floater gets the touch.
There are moments where he just does something and you're like, oh, how do you do that? Splits two defenders, rise and fire with just the right hand only. Young man, you are something else.
OG wants to talk about some things defensively. They take a timeout now, 38-15 in front of the Bulldogs.
I don't know what you talk about, all right? It wasn't bad defense. He was able to split the seam, but that's just a guy that has ability that you don't.
So still waiting to see what's going to happen with the red student section. The young man in the beard and what I'm assuming is a
staff?
White. I was talking more about the wig.
Oh, the wig, yeah. He might be an old English judge. You just don't know, right?
Yeah.
I hope it doesn't take them 40 years of wandering around Defiance for them to figure out what they're going to do over there.
So we've been told through a source that there's going to be some sort, I want to say demonstration, but I don't think that's the correct word to use there.
We'll be embarrassed, though, if that's his natural hair.
That's true. Man, Santa looks different in the offseason.
Well, he's on that workout regimen, lost some weight.
Turn to action now, 38-15. As Ligon trying to get inside. He's able to get his way in and score.
Yeah, good possession coming out of the timeout. Get one of your best scorers a good look at the low block.
Alex Wagner had the basketball. Fortman gets the entry pass in. Westrink kicks it back up top of the key. Here's Colin White. He'll take the three and hit it.
Not just a shot taker. Colin White is a shot maker.
So that gives him 17 now. Remember when he very quietly had 10?
Oh, he's going to get his points.
So Ligon gets his defender in the air. He's going to drive the baseline. It's no good. Ends up in a flattened position under the basket as we take a look at the Union Bank play.
Yeah, a little up fake gets Big Dave off the floor, and Khalil has really carried the load offensively here of late for Defiance. And to go back to your point with Colin White and his 17 points, a lot of guys that are like Colin White, have that ability to score at will if they want, will kind of force the action, right? I thought he was very patient early in this basketball game. Let the game come to him.
So first free throw is good for Khalil Ligon. Again, our free throws tonight brought to you by Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken in Lima, Wapak, Douglas, and St. Mary's. Call Lee's for all of your catering needs. Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken, where home style happens here. Second one's going to rim off. Colin White has it. White brings it into the front court here. Minute 35 left to go, third quarter. Our Ultimate Outdoors scoreboard. Corner three ball, that one caroms off with a little bit of violence. White to the basket, and he's going to get a couple Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws.
Yeah, how do you not check out Colin White? Everybody knows who he is. Ball just comes out because nobody in a white jersey checks him out. And he's going to put it up and get himself to the free throw line. Off the miss by Caden Erford. Erford kind of struggling a little bit from the perimeter tonight.
I honestly thought when he had the ball in his hands, no one in the lane, we were going to see number 3.
Yeah, he just put up number 3 right there as well. And we might see a third Dunkalicious before this one's over.
Instead, we got to settle for a couple of Lee's Famous Recipe Chicken free throws for the young man. Miles loves their mac and cheese.
Not as much as the mashed potatoes and gravy, though, my friend. That is a guilty pleasure.
A good ball movement for Defiance, ends with a bucket by Khalil Ligon.
Yeah, Bryn Lehman highlighted in our conversation this week about attacking that pressure in the second half. Much better job of doing that.
White draws the contact, gets the kick out. Corner three is good. Brody Fortman becomes player number 5 to hit a triple tonight for the Titans.
Fortman with the best shooting percentage from behind the arc at 47% for the Titans. Shows he's another one of those capable shooters.
That lead now 26 as we play inside. Final 40 seconds of the third quarter. Good bounce pass underneath. And the reverse layup good out of TJ Kellermeyer.
Great job by Antonio Lopez attacking the lane. Gets Kellermeyer involved when the defense collapses on him.
46-22, Titans in front. It looks like they're going to play for the final shot of the quarter. Erford being hounded as Kellermeyer all but holding him up. And we're going to get a whistle. And this might be Kellermeyer. No, the officials are going to get together. This is going to go on to Kellermeyer.
Kellermeyer was kind of pestering Erford. And big players don't like little guys pestering them because it's uncomfortable for them. They don't want to be guarded by guys their own size. They don't like guys that are getting underneath them. And you see Kellermeyer face guarding him right now.
Inbound pass is going to lead to another quick foul here with 8.1 to go in the quarter.
Well, I don't know if we've ever seen it, but can a guy foul out in one possession?
Kellermeyer very quickly now with his second. It really doesn't talk about either the uncalled fouls or the fouls that the officials put on someone else. 3-ball late, can't go as Defiance will grab the rebound, and that's it for the third quarter. So OG will take a very comfortable lead into our fourth, 46-22. We'll have it for you when we return here in WOSN. Well, 46-22, our score after 3, but I don't know how to describe what we just saw out of the OG student section.
It was Moses parting the Red Sea.
So in case you couldn't put 2 and 2 together, you couldn't figure out all the hints that Miles had been dropping all night, the Ottawa-Glandorf student section, shown there, clad in red, had Moses. That was not Santa Claus in the offseason. That was Moses. So during the quarter break, everyone moved aside as Moses parted the Red Sea and ran up and down the student section.
Yeah, Ottawa-Glandorf student section, they do a lot of creative stuff. That was fantastic.
So it didn't know when it was coming. We were given a little bit of a warning. It's still very interesting student move there. Speaking of moves, there's a turnaround on the baseline. Doesn't go. Caden Erford. Erford, by the way, big goose egg on the scoreboard tonight.
Kellermeyer was harassing him again. Near turnover, and it is.
From a seated position, Schrader to the head. Here's White, and there he'll throw it down.
A 1, a 2, a 3. Dunkalicious. Colin White, have yourself a night.
I thought you were going to do Harry Carey there for a minute. Another turnover. Now Erford, trying to get in the scoring column, is going to draw the foul. We'll see if he can do it at Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line.
It looks like he thought about this laying up, and he's like, no, I'm going to go 2 foot, 2 hands, and I'm going to chin up on that rim. Colin White, lift off.
And again, a replays tonight brought to you by the Union Bank. Union Bank, committed to you. So here's Erford from the Lee's famous recipe chicken free throw line. First one will rim out. He'll get one more. 7 minutes to go in a 26-point game. Titans will win at least a piece of the WBL crown with a win tonight. So Erford has the second one, rim out. Offensive rebound is up and good out of Grant Schrader.
Grant Schrader been very efficient for the offense of Ottawa-Glandorf. That time just working hard to get the putback off the miss of Erford's free throw.
Schrader now with 5, extends that lead here with 6:45 to go. Erford's going to poke the ball away, still loose on the floor. Comes back out to Lopez. Lopez's pass was deflected. That's because he was caught in the arm. As I believe Erford's going to pick up the foul. That's going to be his third.
Well, you have to wonder if you're Tyson McLaughlin, right? You got a big one tomorrow with Lexington. Unless something catastrophic happens, you're going to win this one, right? How long do you leave your starters on the floor here?
Yeah, that's the question he's probably going through his mind right now.
Especially this late in the year, and nobody's legs are fresh at this time of year.
Castillo falling away, can't get it to go. Khalil Ligon comes flying in, tries to get the rebound. Him and Colin White get tangled up, fighting for it. It is a held ball. Arrow stays with Defiance. Got the curl off the screen. No good for Ligon.
Yeah, everything is executed extremely well on that inbound except for making the basket. Nicely done by Defiance.
Erford on the spin, loses the handle. And Defiance comes away with it. Under 6 to go on our scoreboard tonight, brought to you by Ultimate Outdoor. Bring resort-style living to your backyard every day with a luxury outdoor space by Ultimate Outdoor. Automated pergolas, retractable walls and screens, outdoor furniture, and outdoor kitchens.
A nice spin move by Lopez, and I like how he brought that left leg through to close out the defender. And one of the best offensive threats for Defiance at around 10 points a game gets himself to the line.
Is able to knock down the first of two Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. And he'll hit the second one as well. I have that as his first 2 points of the night.
Defiance stuck at 24. Remember, this is a team that struggles to score the basketball, but usually gets to the 40s, 45 points on average. But a great defensive effort here by Ottawa-Glandorf, keeping them at 24.
And now White pull-up jumper. That one's not going to go. Offensive rebound on the baseline, grabbed there by Ross Mag. To Erford. Erford trying to turn. Erford picks up his dribble, leaves it under for Mag. That one's going to be partially blocked, but we'll get a foul. There's going to be some body contact under the basket.
Now, I'm not sure Khalil Ligon's going to be in a postgraduate life, but he might want to be an attorney because he could litigate that one. I thought he had all ball. Good effort by Khalil to get a hand on it.
That is his second foul, so here is Ross Mag. Mag able to get the first free throw. And hit the second one as well. So now 52-24 on our Ultimate Outdoor scoreboard near the 5-minute mark. Three ball on the way from the wing is up and good. It's Lopez trying to get heated up now.
Yeah, how about Lopez stepping forward here a little bit late, but it's okay. Another big three ball for Defiance. 5 points here late for Lopi.
That's the first three-pointer Defiance has made tonight. This one over the top. Erford gets the entry pass, kick out. Tommaso's trying to answer, and he does.
Have yourself a night. Grady Tomazos. A little tray for OG.
Tomazos now with 16. That lead is back to a very comfortable margin. Rodenberger ball fake inside and is able to get the bucket.
Well, Bryn Lehman got to be excited that his guys are continuing to work hard. A game that is out of reach for them here tonight, but they are not giving up with the effort.
Titans work this one around the perimeter. This one thrown over the top. Schrader trying to get inside, and it looks like he's going to draw the foul.
Two defenders come out on Schroeder, and he's just going to say, I'm going to dribble drive around all of you guys.
Well, we wondered how long the starters would go. Well, we see, I believe, 4 fresh blue jerseys at the scorers table for the Titans as the first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws, no good.
And I would dare to say that'll be the last time you see those 4 jerseys tonight. They will be sitting on the bench the rest of the time, resting up, thinking about a little team called Lexington tomorrow.
Second one, no good as well, as Castillo will get the miss. Defiance trying to push in transition, and Defiance able to draw the fouls. We take a look at the Union Bank replay.
Nice look by Lopez, finding Khalil free on the perimeter, catches and then gets a forearm from Dave Westrick.
That's the 3rd foul on Westrick. Defiance will inbound here with 3:50 to play. Rodenberger has it at the wing into the corner. Lopez got his defender in the air, steps up. This will be a 2, hits off the heel of the iron. Titans come away with a miss. Now here's a ball knocked out of bounds. It should stay with OG.
This will drop Defiance to 7-14 on the year. But it speaks well of Bryn Lehman that his guys, when you have a losing record, a lot of guys will just kind of quit on the season. They haven't done that to him.
They have not. Yeah. Adam Mag with the drive there, couldn't get it to go. Now we see some fresh players at the scorers table for Defiance. It looks like day's going to be done for Defiance's regulars at the next stoppage, as the 3 ball from the corner is going to be good, and the officials are going to do the smart thing off the make. They'll hold up play long enough to allow the substitutions to come in.
Now, how about Lopi getting another 3 on senior night here at Defiance? Shoots a 3 on senior night, and coach says, go ahead, let's get you off the floor. Let some of the young guys play.
So 55-32 here with 3:03 to go. Titans go with Fortman. Fortman with a spin. Turnaround, can't get that to go. When Westrick nearly tried to tap out, couldn't do it.
I wonder if Fortman, when they have family get-togethers, if he challenges people to race.
He might.
You think maybe Alexa Fortman might take him up on that? Say, I'll race you. What a great runner she was.
Drive on the way, that one doesn't go. Now 3 ball from the corner, no good, as Wagner tried to get his 3rd of the night. Trying to go high off the glass was Jordan Wright. Titans in transition, able to drive to the basket, and Wagner's going to draw the foul.
Just got to love how this OG team plays. No matter who is on the floor, they're always going to look to push, aren't they? They get those easy baskets when they're there. They put so much stress on you defensively that eventually you're going to break down.
Alex Wagner able to get the first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws.
All right, now I've been dying to know Lee's famous recipe. We've seen the commercials with the chicken fingers, and they're dipping it in that sauce, right? Looks so good. Randy Roberts, what's your go-to sauce when you're eating chicken fingers at Lee's?
I normally go barbecue.
Are you a barbecue guy?
Yeah,
okay.
if I can find a good Chipotle sauce, I'll get that.
All right.
Maybe Chipotle ranch.
Now, how often do you drop some of that inadvertently on your shirt?
Every time.
Every time.
Every time. You've been out to eat with me after games enough. You know how it is. Good job turning the corner. Drive into the basket by Brez Zipfel.
And the problem was Holden Aldrich at 6'7" was still there, but he initiated contact, goes through it, gets himself to the free throw line.
He'll knock down the first Lee's famous recipe chicken free throws. Defiance looks like they're going to make one more change. That one here is the pass is going to be knocked away. Fortman has this at the wing. Fortman trying to spin, kicks out into the corner. This Titan's going to run off this final 90 seconds. Wagner had it stripped away. And on the held ball, it's going to stay with the Titans. OG will inbound with 1:26 to go. Fortman will have it top of the key. And I believe he's going to be called for the offensive foul as he'll spin and lay the shoulder in. And once again, we want to tell you that the game tonight brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area. Serving Lima for over 100 years, we are proud to call this home. And going straight home into the hole, big three-pointer there for Defiance. Make this one 57-36 with under a minute to go. Underneath, Holden Aldridge gets the kick out. Fortman, his fall away, gets the bounce and rolls in. It's Fortman now with 5. As we're just going to get a final here. OG will win this one to go to 17-3 and more importantly 8-0 in the WBL. Straight on 3, no good. As Kellermeyer tried to get another one. Now the Titans will bring this into the front court with Adam Mag. Mag comes inside the center circle. It looks like all everyone wants to do is run off the final 15 seconds. So Mag will just hold that dribble. No one for Defiance is going to try to come out and challenge him. Final few seconds are going to run off the clock in our final tonight here in Defiance. We'll see the Titans of Ottawa-Glandorf get a big win on the road, and they stay undefeated in the WBL with a 59-36 decision over the Defiance Bulldogs. We'll take a timeout. When we come back, we'll get to our Lima Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show when we return here on WOSN. (59-36) the final. Ottawa-Glandorf gets the win over Defiance as we welcome you into our post-game show brought to you by Lima Chevrolet Cadillac, the area's premier Chevrolet and Cadillac dealer in the greater Lima area, serving Lima for over 100 years. We are proud to call this home. Time now, head down to the court for our Stolly Insurance Hustle Award winner. Hustling his way above the rim tonight, Colin White with a handful of dunks. He's now down on the court with our Miles Holiday.
Colin, this was a real physical battle. How'd you guys overcome their physicality?
You know, just trying to get into the paint and be more physical, you know what I mean? You know, we hit some shots early to kind of spread them out, and then, you know, we were banging down low with them, and, you know, kind of worked out in our favor, you know, finished some plays off, and, you know, we're really successful.
What's it like being so dialed in? The defensive effort was outstanding tonight.
You know, it's awesome. You know, that's really what we strive to do is lock in defensively and hold teams to low numbers. And, you know, when we do that, we feel confident we're going to win.
Game kind of came to you. You were very patient offensively. Tomazos was outstanding. Schroeder was outstanding. What was the mindset there, letting those guys get started early?
You know, most of the time it's tight coverage on me, and those guys were in the gym all week hitting open shots, and so, you know, they got some early in the game. They knocked them down and really propelled us to a great start and a good win.
I got to talk about the dunks. 3 Dunkalicious out here tonight. When you're going towards that rim, when does it click in your head that, oh, it's time to throw it down?
You know, when I see no one in front of me or anyone in front of me, I know it's I got a chance of dunking it. And, you know, that and dunks, they really bring our team up and bring the crowd into the game. So I love doing it. And, you know, just 2 points is 2 points.
I wish just once I could do it. But, hey, buddy, good job tonight. You got 1 shot, half court. Let's go with this one right here. The man that had 3 big dunks going from half court looks good again. Oh, just a little short. Colin, congratulations. Good luck tomorrow against Lexington. Well, what a heck of a game here by OG tonight, Randy.
Yeah, absolutely. Is Colin White again. Another huge night as I have him unofficially trying to do quick math with 21. And again, 6 of those coming on big dunks to lead the Titans. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap up our Lima Chevrolet Cadillac post-game show when we return. (59-36) the final. Ottawa-Glandorf gets the win over Defiance here as the Titans continue to roll in the WBL, so they've won themselves a share of yet another WBL crown and their 27th consecutive win in the Western Buckeye League. So we want to thank everyone for making our night possible here in Defiance. Starts with Jerry Beauty, great athletic director at Defiance. Never have an issue each and every time we visit. I want to thank Curtis for the work he's done on the camera, and of course Ken Reeker for the great job he does making sure the sights and sounds all look and sound the way they're supposed to. So again, it's 59-36. OG gets the win over Defiance. So for my partner Miles Holliday and our entire WOSN crew, I'm Randy Roberts. Thanks for watching, everyone.